All right, let's get into it. If you've been learning the basics of Python, but you're really itching to build something real, something you can actually use, then you are in the right place. Today, we're going to walk through building a complete weather fetching app right from scratch.
So what's the big idea? Well, imagine an app where you can just type in any city, Paris, Tokyo, your hometown, and boom, you get the live weather. That's what we're building. A simple, clean, and surprisingly powerful little tool. And by the time we're done, you'll know exactly how to do it yourself.
And this is what we're aiming for. See how clean that is? No clutter, no complicated menus, just the information you want right there. It's pretty amazing what just a few lines of Python can pull off. And we're going to build this thing together, step by step. Okay, first things first. To get information from pretty much any online service, we need to get permission first. Think of it like a quest. And for our app, our quest begins by getting a special secret key that unlocks this massive real-time library of weather data from all over the globe.
That secret key is called an API key. So what on earth is an API? Well, the easiest way to think about it is like a library card. You can't just stroll into a huge library and start grabbing books off the shelf, right? You need a card that proves you have access. An API is the system that lets our Python program talk to the giant weather service. And that API key is our library card. It's what says, hey, I'm allowed to be here.
So, how do you get one? It's actually a super simple three-step process. First, you're going to head over to OpenWeatherMap.org and sign up for a free account. Once you're logged in, just click on your profile and you'll see an option right there to generate your API key. It's totally unique to you, so, keep it handy and keep it safe. Okay, key in hand. What's next? Well, we need to give our Python code the right tool for the job. We need a way for our little program to actually reach out across the internet and ask for the data. And luckily for us, this is incredibly easy to do. Just look at this. That's it. That one little command. You type these 3 words into your terminal, and you've basically given Python the superpower to communicate with the entire web. Pip is just Python's tool for installing new things, and requests is this amazing library that does all the heavy lifting of networking for us. Seriously, that's the only setup we need to do. All right, we've got our key. Python's got its new superpower. Now it's time for the main event. We are actually going to talk to the weather server and ask it for the data. This is where it all comes together. The way we talk to the server is by sending it what's called a request, and that request is really just a special web address, a URL that we've carefully put together. It tells the server exactly what we're looking for. And this right here is the command that does all the work, requests.get. This is the core function from that library we just installed. It's like our little messenger. It takes the special URL we made, travels across the internet, finds the server, and politely asks for the weather information.
So what's in this special URL? It might sound complicated, but it's not at all. It's just 4 simple pieces of a puzzle. First, you've got the server's main address. Then you add the city you want. Then you tack on your secret API key to prove it's you. And finally, you can add your preferred units, like metric if you want Celsius. That's it.
Okay, so our messenger, requests.get, has come back with a reply from the server. Awesome! But it's not exactly in plain English yet. This is the final and honestly the most satisfying part of the whole process, translating the server's reply into something we can actually use. The response we get back is in a format called JSON. And when you first see it, it might just look like a total jumble of text, curly braces, and quotation marks. It's basically a secret message written by a computer for another computer. Now you might be thinking, oh man, do I have to write some crazy code to figure all that out? But here is the absolute magic of Python. It already speaks this language fluently. You don't have to teach it a thing. It all comes down to this one tiny method, .json. You just take the response the server gave you, add this to the end of it, and that's it. The magic happens instantly. So what does that magic do? Well, here's the crucial part. That single command takes all that messy JSON text and instantly transforms it into a perfectly organized Python dictionary. If you're not familiar, just think of a dictionary as a neat filing cabinet. Every piece of data has a clear label or a key that lets you pull out its value in a snap. And look at that. This is the result. From a messy block of text to this beautiful, clean table. On the left, you've got the keys, like temperature or description. On the right, you've got the values. So if you want the temperature, you just ask the dictionary, hey, what's the value for temperature? It's that simple, so clean, so organized. And just like that, we've gone through the entire process. You now have the fundamental skills to connect your Python programs to this huge world of data that's out there on the internet. It's a real game changer.
So let's just quickly recap our builder's journey. First, we got our secret key. Second, we set up our Python tool with that one simple install command. Third, we sent the request out into the world. And fourth, we decoded the response. Just 4 straightforward, manageable steps, and you have a fully working app.
So you did it. You built an app that can grab the weather from anywhere on the planet. But the skills you just learned, they are the key to unlocking so much more. This same exact pattern, get a key, make a request, decode the data, it works for almost anything. Stock prices, movie databases, song lyrics, you name it. This is how modern apps work. So the only real question left is, what data are you going to get next?